it. So I'm gonna show you guys my post-workout meal. I'm gonna be having about 35 grams of protein. I'm gonna be having eggs with whole eggs mixed with egg whites. I'm gonna be having some great jasmine rice, and I'm gonna be having some spinach. A mixture of protein, right, carbs, and veggie. So let's start with the eggs first, right? Because I don't eat chicken or beef. I do eat fish, which is high protein. So today, like for example, I'm gonna be eating some white cod, which is actually very high protein, low fat, which is a good one. I do that on most days, like a good white fish. I'm not a big fan of tilapia because tilapia is not a wild fish. It's mostly like farmed. It's not that healthy. When it's farmed, there's a lot of like things that increase inflammation when you overly farm animals, right? So the wild cod is able to be out there in the wild and eat natural things. So I like to go that route a little bit more. Also with my eggs, I didn't know there was a difference between eggs, but there is. This is pasture-raised eggs. What does that mean, right? Free range means they get kind of like a little bit of outside room. Pasture-raised mean they're able to actually go out on a pasture, eat their normal diet, right? The worms, the nice things in the ground that is native for them. And that's why if you even look at the yolks, right? If you look at those yolks, they're nice and yellow, as opposed to some other eggs I see are kind of like pale, right? So I'm doing that, 2 whole eggs. And then one thing that really helped me was getting liquid egg whites in bulk. So for example, with this one, a half a cup of this one is 5 eggs. So I need about 6 eggs of egg whites. So I'm gonna do a little bit over a half a cup. I just got these on Amazon. I was used to be, cracking the eggs individually, taking out, the egg whites, and that was just freaking taking forever. So I was like, I need to get some liquid egg whites. If you know a good brand of liquid egg whites that's like pasture-raised too, or I would really like to know. I just haven't been able to find any. And then my last thing is, I love cheesy eggs, but I don't do cheese during the week. Cheese for me is only during my treat meal. Cheese just congests a lot, right? So cheese is a treat for me. I only have it once a week. I love cheese. I could do cheese every day, but it's not that healthy for you. It plugs you up. It slows your digestion down, and it really increases inflammation. So I do this brand. I like it, Daya. It's dairy-free cheese, and it's made actually out of pea protein, which is pretty good. So that's a pretty good plant-based one. It tastes really good. This one's the mozzarella one. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, and then I'm gonna mix it up with some seasoning. I'm gonna cook it up. On the other hand, for my carb, one thing I'm gonna recommend you guys is meal prepping. So one thing we do is we'll make like a whole batch of like 3 cups of rice at once, cook it up, and then put it in the Tupperware to reheat it. So I don't really have time to cook the whole meal every time, but if I make the eggs fresh and then warm up the rice in a pot, it usually comes out pretty bomb. So now it's time to cook this bad boy up. One of my favorites, one of the things that really helped me was my cooking oil change up. So if you do regular like olive oil in the oil, it's like 120, 150 calories. That's a lot, and something you really can't taste. The spray, whether you do the metal can or this one, I like this one because it's, the metal can add a little bit of metal to your stuff. Only 10 calories versus, let me show you guys with a whole thing, and it's not bad. It's just, if you're trying to drop some body weight, you want to pay attention to everything that's going into your body. So this is the regular stuff I used to cook with, which is really good for you, but it's 120 calories right there. I'm getting good fats from my, egg yolks. I can do with the yolks from that. So I'm gonna spray a little bit. I really like the spray ones. They decrease your calories. Cook it up. And then, while I'm cooking that up, I'm about to warm up some rice. And one thing that really helped me with rice is starting to weigh it out. So, you get one of these for like, $8, $9 on Amazon. It's called a food scale, right? So, for me, I'm gonna be doing 100 grams of rice per my meal plan. So, I've got my, let's see, I'll do a bowl. And the way you do it is, you put the bowl on it, and then you press 0. And then now, it's at 0 grams, and then I'm gonna add it till it goes up to 100. So what it does is, it zeroes out my container, and then it tells me whatever's on top of the container. So I'm just do 100 grams. And then what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna heat this up too, because I like my food warm. I'm not a big cold food guy. And then also, I try to stay away from the microwave as much as I can. So if I can heat it up in a natural place, so guess what I'm gonna do? Got my pot, And I'm just gonna recook it with a little bit of the spray oil. And then my third part is gonna be my spinach. So I just get the bag of spinach. And one thing that's helped me eat more spinach is this thing called liquid aminos. So these are good for you. It's amino acids. Tastes like soy sauce. Gives it a little salty taste. Has no calories. Right, if you see there, no calories. And adds amino acids to it. So why that blend? Why protein? Why carbohydrate? Why veggie? So the protein, no, number one, the carbohydrate, the rice. After my workout, the muscles are broken down. The rice is gonna raise my blood sugar levels because it's gonna absorb the carbohydrate, turn into a sugar. That's gonna tell my body to take that and store it for use. But it's gonna say, oh, wait a minute, we're also building some muscle right now. So let's build the muscle. So it's gonna take the sugar into the muscle. But with protein also in my digestion, it's gonna take the sugar and the protein into the muscle to build the muscle. So now my muscles have the building blocks of protein and the energy in the sugar to build the muscle. And then the key component is your spinach or your green beans or your broccoli to slow the protein down as it's going through your stomach long enough to grab a lot of it, right? If you have protein, right, and you don't have enough fiber with the protein in the vegetables, and the rice has fiber too, it's gonna pass through your system really fast. You're not gonna be able to grab a lot, right? Because I could eat 35 grams of protein, but remember, it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. So I've got good protein. I'm doing 2 whole eggs, 6 egg whites. I've got 100 grams of white jasmine rice, and I've got also my spinach. So that's gonna be my post-workout meal. Check it out. Also, if you guys didn't know, we do have a new challenge starting on the 15th, next Monday, the Spring Slim Down Challenge, where you get a workout guide, a meal plan, our coaching and support. We designed this thing for you. First prize is AirPods, second prize is a $100 Nike gift card, third prize is a gym bag, right? Get in shape, do it with a group, have the accountability, have the plan, and maybe you'll even be able to win a prize if you really take it serious and go all in. Why not? Message us for information about it, and I hope you guys are starting off your week strong. Monday is the goal and the tone setter for your week. So don't let your foot off the gas. Let's lean into it, you guys. Have a good week. Peace out, y'all.